Hey, all my hair maniacs! It's Hair Maniac with your Harry Flynn here. We're bringing another video here today. And my video is how WWE should book the how Harry would book the 2025 uh, Night of Champions pay-per-view. And well, let's get started. So last time we left off, Roxanne Perez and AJ Styles won their Money in Bank matches, and at NXT at so like this part's gonna be future. I'm gonna tell you something a little bit special at the end. What's gonna happen, AJ? So let's start. Okay, we kick off with the Queen of the Ring finals. That's gonna be Stephanie Bakure and Charlotte Flair. Let me show you how they all got there, and it will be. Hold on. Okay, so the Raw bracket is Bakure beating Liv Morgan, Bayley beating Natalia, Rhea Ripley beating Ivy Nile, Roxanne Perez beating Kairi Sane, Rhea beating Roxanne, and Bakure beating Bayley. And oh yeah, during the build here, Nikki would cost Liv the match because that was going to be at the point, but Liv got injured the next week, so Bakure beats Bayley, and Bakure beats Rhea to get to the finals. The SmackDown side of the tournament is Jade Cargill defeats Naomi, Asuka defeats Julia, Alexa Bliss beats Chelsea Green, Charlotte Flair beats Zelina Vega, Charlotte beats Bliss, and Cargill beats Asuka. We get Cargill and Flair in the SmackDown final, and Flair beats Cargill. And this match is going to be a very good, fun opener. During this, like, as Bakure first attempts to do the Demon's Kiss to Charlotte, she just starts attacking the legs, and then next time she tries to do it, she just can't do it because of the leg. But as during that one point of the match, as she turns around the figure four or the figure eight, Bakure does kind of like the Demon's Kiss, but to like Charlotte's knees, and then Charlotte's knees, and Stephanie wins with her move. Where does she have like a power bomb or something? But yeah, and Stephanie Bakure is Queen of the Ring. She's gonna face Raquel, the Women's World Champion, at SummerSlam. Next match, Raquel versus Rhea Ripley in the last women's standing match. Rhea really never got a rematch for the belt, so they want a last woman standing, and this is going to be a chaotic match. Like, Rhea does like a riptide through like 2 tables, but Raquel keeps getting up, and Roxanne Perez tries to go cash in, but like Rhea like riptides to her and like ties her up so she can't cash in. And then she does like a Chicana bomb through the top rope, through a table to win, and they shake hands afterwards. And Perez afterwards goes, "What the hell, man? You got my cash in," and then Rhea riptides Perez to close up the match. Next match is CM Punk versus Karrion Kross. The story goes like here. It's basically what's happening in real life with Sammy, but replace Sammy with Punk. And Punk goes, I want you, you son of a biscuit. I want you. And Cross goes, hey, you want me? You gotta go to Saudi Arabia to face me. And during the build, you have Cross cut his own version of a pipe bomb. He goes, like, you have him go and say, like, you know, they could push a great talent like me. But no, they like to push someone who injures people. Like Rich Holland. They like who injured Big E. And all that stuff. And then you make shots of Punk, you know, goes, after I beat you at Night of Champions, Punk, you can cry me a river. And the match is pretty good. Punk is about has GTS ref as he goes like turn around, cross his legs, like whack the referee, and Scarlet pepper sprays Punk, and Coquina he got him in the cross jacket, and Cross wins via pass out and submission. World Heavyweight Championship match: Drew McIntyre defending the World Heavyweight title against Penta. Story is Penta, after coming close in the King Ring tournament, he had like a lawsuit, someone in the future, and then Drew just comes and mocks him, and then he goes, "I think I can beat you later tonight." And he goes, "If I beat you, I get a shot at you for the title." And it's fine. And the match happened that night. Then Penta beats Drew shockingly, and then like Drew's like, "What? No, no." And the match here pretty good, and we get Drew, and somehow he Drew versus the Mexican driver at the end to hit a Claymore and retain the title. Match 5 before the main event. John Cena after Money in the Bank. He goes, "I've beaten your favorites. You know, you have no one to believe in." And then suddenly we hear, "Say his name," and he appears. "I believe in Joe Hendrick." And then Cena's like, "No, no, 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 no. He's not an official WWE talent. He can't challenge me for this belt. No, no, no." He goes, "Well," and then he goes, "Well, the partnership, blah, blah, blah." And so Joe Hendry wins a battle royal to face Cena at Night Champions, last eliminating Seth. And we get Joe Hendry and John Cena here. Because I used to be my hero. Like I used to dreamt about facing John Cena. I'm disappointed it has to be this John Cena. I wanted to face the hustle, loyalty, respect John Cena, not the disloyalty, the dishonest, and the disrespect version of John Cena. And then you have like a song, like Joe Hendry make a song mocking Cena. And so the match here, this is after when Joe Hendry cost Joe Hendry lost the TNA title to Trick Williams. And so this is give like 13 minutes, and Joe Hendry hits his finish. As he goes up, you see Trick Williams from behind back of the belt when the referee's not looking. AA pins him 1, 2, 3. Cena wins. And then as Trick First Class are celebrating with Cena, you see them celebrate, and as Trick without joining a second as he's going to finish out Hendry. Hendry power slam, like does his finisher to trick through announce table and in the ring, and suddenly we hear AJ's fame like, wait, what? What? And then like AJ's running out with Money in the Bank, and he goes, AJ Styles is cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase. And then he pins Trick to win the TNA World Title. And he gets like one last run at the TNA World Title. I think that would be a good thing to do for winding down his career. And Hendry, being respectful, face goes, congratulations. They hug it out, and AJ goes, you get a shot, man, I promise. And then Trick's like mad as hell. And now it's time for the King of the Ring finals, and I'll show you how we got there with the brackets. So the first round, Seth Rollins beats Dragon Lee. Rusev and Sheamus got a double DQ, a double count out. So Seth got a bye to the Raw finals. Penta beats Braun Breaker. Sammy beats Bronson Reed. And Cody Rhodes beats Damian Priest. Jacob Fatu loses to Aleister Black because of Solo. LA Knight beats Andrade. And Randy Orton beats Rey Fenix to get to the next round. And so Penta and Sammy have like a great tournament match. Sammy wins. Cody Rhodes beats Aleister Black. Randy Orton beats LA Knight because of the kind of help from Seth's factions and wanted help because they've been tangling up. And Aleister and Cody, so it will be Cody versus Orton. That main event SmackDown, and Cody wins. And we get Seth versus Sammy. And as Braun and Reed comes in, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed come in, help Seth try to win. We get Penta and LA Knight help get Bronson Reed and Breaker out of the way, and Seth screaming, and then Sammy Hoover kicks Seth, pins him 1, 2, 3. Sammy goes to the finals. And the finals is Sami Zayn versus Cody Rhodes in the main event. Winner faces the world champion of their choosing, because that's what I'm doing in my universe. If you can choose for the Rumble, if you can choose for Money in the Bank, why not? You can't choose for whatever. And this is going to be a great match. Cody does the beautiful disaster kick, but he turns it into a Blue Thunder Bomb, kick out, and then Cody goes for the Cody Cutter, but Sammy also tries to burst into the Blue Thunder Bomb, but Cody Hurricanrana's it. Cody gets him up to the corner, Hoover kick again, and then as he goes for the third one, gets him for crossroads again. And then these guys are trying to hurry. They keep reversing out their moves, and they're trying to hit their next one. They know they can beat them if they hit one more. And Cody goes for crossroads, but reverses it. he tries to go for Cody Cutter, but Sammy jumps up and hits him with a hula kick. Cody falls down, pins him 1, 2, 3. Sami Zayn wins the King of the Ring. And he says, I'm challenging John Cena at SummerSlam. And that's how I would book that's how I would book Night of Champions 2025. And I love you guys all. Definitely my hair maniacs. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all those things. And I promise I'll do more videos. And then coming up, I was a second of the time because it's hot here. I wasn't really feeling good. And I promise I would do more. I love you guys to death on my hair maniacs. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all those things. And tell your friends to subscribe because we need more hair maniacs here. Peace.